Friends, it's rather nice to share with you some of my personal thoughts and impressions on music, particularly with special reference to its impact on our emotions. We know that music is a sound organized in an aesthetic sense. Thanks to the involvement of our mind, we can distinguish music from noise, though both of them stem from the very same basic sound source. In other words, it is the mind that makes a sound music. For Hegel, the German philosopher, music expresses many nuances of emotion. Our emotions share with music some common traits such as gait, tempo, force, attack, intensity, spread, and depth. Talking about feelings in music is not the same as experiencing an emotional dimension within the music. In fact, it is the music which allows freedom to express one's feelings such as joy, compassion, valor, devotion, sensuality, pathos, wonder, anger, fear, and peace. It is the song or music that helps in expression of one's feelings which otherwise may not be expressible at all. The system of raga is a unique contribution to the world of music by the Indian mind. Unlike in the Western system of music, which makes use of rigid frequencies of the notes, Indian system tends to be more accommodative and includes not only the tones but also their quarter tones, thus making ragas as the miracles of microtones. Every raga appeals to our emotion. It is difficult to point out which raga conveys which emotional aspect. Various factors such as tonal configuration, rhythmic structure, timbre, gait, and tempo have a say in the matter. In addition, factors such as literary content, texture, style of presentation, and loudness, besides the listener's mental state and moods, also play a crucial role in affecting the emotions. Broadly speaking, certain ragas or their passages woven in certain particular rhythmic patterns and tempo do convey a definite emotional appeal for a keen listener. Here we will examine those ragas which convey certain feelings. Let's make an attempt to identify those elements in these ragas which impinge upon our moods. To start with, let's celebrate joy, an important emotion that makes our lives sunny and bright. Raga Bilahari, which you now will listen to, embodies the effervescent joy. You may note in this piece that a rapid kalapramana is essential in creating joy. Apart from this, the softness and smoothness of sustained notes with leaps, turns, and shakes contribute to the desired effect. The beauty about the Raga Bilahari you have just heard lies in the fact that all its notes are agreeable. In this raga, Rishabham, Nishadam and Daivatam are the three key notes. This is a morning raga which evokes courage, confidence, and heroism badly needed for us to face the rest of the day. Now let us take up compassion, which is referred to in Indian philosophy as Paramo Dharma, the greatest of all virtues. Please listen how the violin pours down the heart through Raga Kannada. What is the hidden secret in Kannada that makes it an embodiment of compassion? A discerning listener will find that the magic lies in the embellishment of Gandhara as Dirgha Kampita or prolonged oscillation. Now, let us take up the emotion of Velo. Velo is inherent in many masterpieces of the Western classical music in the form of marches, battlefield music, etc., as we may come across in the great works of the Western masters like Tchaikovsky. In Carnatic system, we find Raga Nata fits such a requirement. Please note the unique note Rishabham, which is rendered as Dirgha Kampita. Now, let us take up bhakti or devotion, an essential emotional component of the Indian religious culture. You may listen to now the Raga Dvijavanti. Please make it a point to note the special embellishments like Ullasita. Ullasita refers to gliding from lower to higher notes without any intermediate notes, or similarly from higher to lower notes. Please also note the Kampita oscillations which beautify this raga and create a sense of total devotion. Now, let's descend into sensuality from spirituality. Khamas, the raga chosen here, is supposed to bring in matrimonial bliss. The selection here is a musical form called Javali, which by its nature is considered erotic. Perhaps the lyric content of the song and also the usage of the note Kaikali Nishadam contributes towards such an impact. In the love notes of Khamas, particularly those curvatures and intonations one may find in Daivatam, Madhyamam and Gandharam are erotic fantasies. These notes are programmed to maximize sensual pleasures from playful overtures to culminating climaxes, provided one is prone to wild imagery. Next, we take up pathos, a sentiment from which we can never escape from our mundane life. Sweetest songs, says William Wordsworth, the English poet, are those that tell of saddest thoughts. You may notice the sweetness emanating from the sadness poured down by the raga Subha Panturali in violin. What is the root cause for rising of pathas in this raga Subha Panturali? Is it because of Pratimadhyamam, which shines as a diamond among other notes, or is it the gentle rendering of this raga in a slow tempo? One can also say that slow phrases reflect pathas. Now let's wonder, which raga evokes wonder in us? The sparkling raga Behag, with its dazzling sangatis, which employ both Suddha Madhyamam as well as Prati Madhyamam, and also Kaisiki Nishadam as well as Kakali Nishadam, thus rendering tremendous beauty unparalleled in any other raga. Now let us observe how bursting anger is mirrored in a burst of sounds emanating from violin. We can see in this presentation of Raga Atana how the musical instruments like violin, kanjira and mridangam can quarrel through a dialogue with each other to bring out the anger in them in good measure. We have just now felt the red hot anger thanks to the velocity and the vivacity of the violin. Now let us explore a raga that creates a sense of fear. Revati, which is going to be played and sung now, depicts certain characteristics. The elongation of Rishabham and Nishadam is perhaps the reason for arousing fear. One can even perceive the emotion of Vela or Veera Rasa in certain passages of Atana. Apart from the resonance in the syllables Bo Shiva Shambho, the dimita dimita dhimi dhimi kita kita tom of the mridangam should also have contributed in sending ripples down one's spine. In African music, the use of drums by the tribals enables them to dispel their fear about nature, supernatural elements, and other hostile tribes who encroach upon their territories. Lastly, everyone wants peace, a near impossible goal in life. Music, however, can guarantee peace, diverting the mind of the listener from harsh realities. Now I conclude my talk with Raga Sama, a raga of great charm, played in slow tempo, along with my good wishes for peace everywhere in our planet. Ragas such as Sama can help us gain our inner peace by resolving the inner conflicts within us. It is the inner peace that can contribute towards the external peace. A world without wars and a society without tensions. Please linger on these sounds and find out how these sounds, by the virtue of their serenity, can prove to be intense. Let's go for music that makes us withstand our negative thoughts and emotions, and that helps us spread the message of love and peace to everybody around us. Before I conclude, I want to invite your attention on the fact that listening to music is a subjective experience and no specificity can be attached to this unique experience. But it is necessary to have a coordination of mind and music to obtain best results. It is the feel-good factor that is guaranteed in music that contributes to our health. So feel good and enjoy music. Don't question or try to cerebralize music. One final word, if possible, enjoy